Being vegan does not mean being skinny at all. Becoming a vegan really started because I was on a work trip in LA and I was working with a super producer and he was vegan. And so at the time I thought I was doing something because I was vegetarian, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. I'm not eating burgers, but I'm eating eggs, so that's cool. And so he put me on to the world of veganism, and I kind of started to really become interested in it seriously. And so when I went back to New York, I just decided I'm gonna do it. Forget it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go vegan. And I would be cooking stuff on my Facebook Live, and my friends that were in the industry was like, yo, you a whole professional. You can't just be out here just half doing it. And so that's when I decided to really get serious with creating recipes, doing YouTubes, and then it just kind of evolved. And then in December of 2018, God spoke to me and told me to fast. So after I fasted for 30 days, I just woke up in the middle of the night and God was like, create the Vegan Foode Instagram. And it wasn't like a thought, should I do this because I know this brand gonna blow up? I'm gonna brand myself. It was just a thought that God gave to me, and I just obliged and I just rolled with it, and that was how the Vegan Foodie actually began. Welcome to my life as the Vegan Foodie, a vegan influencer. This journey for me began in 2018, and I had no idea that how many years, 6 or 7 years later, that this is what it would be. I didn't even realize it was a journey. It was just something that I was just doing. I was just sharing information. I was just bringing awareness to my lifestyle. And then next thing I know, more people started following me. More people started following me. Then brands started hitting me. And then companies started feeding me. And I was like, wait, hold up. This is a whole journey I'm on. This is the whole road I'm on. And so it just kind of fell into my lap. I didn't try to make the Vegan Foodie a brand. I didn't try to become a vegan influencer or a vegan celebrity. I just was just doing what I wanted to do. And, using my background in public relations and marketing helped me to, become an author and publish books, and books going to #1, and, creating content. So it kind of just fell into my lap, for real. When I first went vegan, everybody was mad supportive. Some people thought it was a fad. Some people thought it was a phase. Some people were like, oh, I'm eating chicken, do you want some, to try to tempt me? But for the majority, a lot of people were supportive of my journey. Mostly everybody was supportive to where people wanted to cook for me and wanted to feed me, because I'm always, been that one to say I was gonna do something and I was gonna do it. If I said I'm gonna move, I'm gonna move. If I said I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do. So everybody was like, okay, well, let's see where it's going. And now 6 years later, they're like, oh, you was dead ass. You really serious about taking this vegan journey on a whole nother level. I love being a vegan because it allows me to try new foods. Being a vegan, when I was a meat eater, I was only eating chicken, seafood, fish, barely eating beef, barely eating turkey. But as a vegan, I'm able to try so many different foods from so many different ethnic groups. I love food, period. I can't even say what's my favorite vegan food. Seriously, I love Nigerian food, I love Mexican food, I love Chinese food, I love soul food. I just love food. So if I could choose one favorite dish, vegan burgers. I love burgers and fries. I just do. I'm a burger and fries type of girl. Give me a cheeseburger and a fry, I'm good money. I would say when it comes to being a vegan, it's about just what you add into your diet. A lot of people look at veganism oh, I gotta take this out, I can't have this, I can't have that. But you need to really look at it as, I can have this, I'm adding this, I get to try new foods. Literally every single day, my life is a discovery of new foods, or a chance for me to eat food that I discovered that I really love. So look at it as an adventure. Don't look at it as, oh, now I can't have chicken, now I can't have beef. Look at it as, oh, I can have eggplant, or I can have cauliflower, or I can have, I can use some nutritional yeast, or I could, try this different dish, and I can, take a dish that I was used to eating and now I can veganize it and see how it tastes. So it's really like an adventure. People say, oh, you vegan and you're not skinny. Like, they think because you're vegan, you're supposed to be skinny. I eat fries, I eat cakes, I eat biscuits, I eat rice, I eat potatoes. Like, being vegan does not mean you have to be skinny. Even though I decided that I wanted to lose weight, and when I first went vegan, I lost a lot of weight, and now I decided that I wanted my body to look a certain way. Being vegan doesn't mean being skinny at all. What motivates me is the DMs I get. My followers motivate me. One of my greatest moments was when I was in Nigeria and a handicapped lady and her daughter recognized me. Or I was at a bar in Nigeria and someone recognized me. Or when I was at a vegan restaurant here in Dubai and a 14-year-old recognized me. That motivates me because it's like, yo, I'm literally in different countries being an American and recognized, not just from people in my demographic, but people in a different demographic. People from all over the world are recognizing me, and they're recognizing me for being myself, for being transparent, but most importantly, they're recognizing me because I am here showing people that you can live a healthy lifestyle, you can make it fun, you could be sarcastic, you could be sexy, you could be funny, you could be trill, but most importantly, you can be healthy. And that's what I'm about. It makes me feel good, like, say less, like I'm gonna go hard. It makes me feel really good to know that because when I post, I'm not here to try to push a narrative. I'm just living my life and I'm just showing people this is what I'm doing. So if someone decides to go vegan because of a post or a recipe or a restaurant because of me, that makes me feel good, because that wasn't my purpose, was to try to force you to go vegan. My purpose was just to expose my lifestyle to you. When you ask me where will the vegan foodie be in 5 to 10 years, or 3 to 5 years, or 7 to 10 years, or whatever, my goal is to take it to the max. I don't know where God is going to take me with this, but I'm doing everything possible to be open to receive the messages so that I can take it to the next level. Of course, I have my own personal goals that I won't share until they actually happen, because I'm one of them type of people. Some stuff I'm not going to share until it happens. But I will say that the vegan foodie is destined to be one of the Black women that are multi-millionaires in this vegan space. Like, that's me.